Alright, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. This is the moment that probably none of you guys have been waiting for. It's time to clench your butt cheeks, say your prayers, and maybe grab a bucket of popcorn, because we're diving straight into this. Here goes nothing. I missed. I clicked it. I clicked it. I said, hello? This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Well, great.
You better start rolling when you hear the man calling. It won't do you no good. It won't do you no good.
This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Mein God, that is a warning to start everything off with. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit blah 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 blah. Well, this is already off to a great start. Don't play this game if you... The game literally just tells you you're not going to be in for a good time. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Also known as the game pretty much telling you, I hereby agree to sell my soul to this game. Well, time to die! And again, it warns you, this is not suitable. Oh, Jesus Christ, we're gonna be in for a long haul, aren't we? You know what? You know what? I'm gonna crank this up even farther, Soldier Boy. Okay, first things first, I need to crank the music volume down and the sound volume down. Text speed, increase that slightly. I'm going full screen! Time to I now have my entire computer is just pink anime garbage. Literally, my entire computer now has anime on the screen. I hope you're happy, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm sure fucking not. Please enter your name. Now, under any normal scenario, I would do the standard and put in Cyboy. But I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two. So I'm just gonna call myself Chad. What is wrong with me? Everything, probably. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Note to self, do not bring this woman on stealth missions. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friends since we were children. You know, the kind of friends you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long, you know what I mean? Used to walk to school together, but started around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Run, boy! Run! However, I just sign aisle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ah! Ah! I overslept again! But I got you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Fucking Chad. I still can't believe I just called myself fucking Chad. What is wrong with me? Hey, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Yo, who the fuck is this? This... That's me. God damn it! And this is permanent! I am permanently named Chad! Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Oh my... We're already getting off with the romantic stuff. Great. This should end perfectly. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you didn't have it into you to be mean even if you wanted to. Oh, trust me, I could be really mean if I wanted to. I could literally just delete this entire game off my computer, but I'm not going to, because I started this suffering. I'm gonna finish this suffering. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students. By the way, Chad, have you decided on a club to join yet? I wonder what club he's going to join! A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. Press X to doubt, ladies and gentlemen? I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? 1 minute. Thank you. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Oh my god. Yo, Chad is a stud right now. My god. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content on getting by on the average while spending my free time on games. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This guy. I am so glad I called him Chad because he is such a Chad right now. He is the crossbreed between the nerd and the jock. He is the nerdy Chad. What have I done with my life? I was talking about how I was worried that you wouldn't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Oh god. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Hey, what the fuck that mean? Okay, let me look up what that word means. N-E-E-T, meaning. NEET. Noun. Abbreviation for not in education, employment, or training. Used by the government to describe a young person who is no longer at school and does not have a job or is not training to do a job. Unemployment. So she's pretty much saying she doesn't want me to be unemployed. What do you thought? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree woman? More than that, though, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything that's out of her head. School days as ordinary. School days as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I even know it. Yeah, it was literally just 1 second. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Stare at the sponge. The sponge will give you motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no other choice but to start with the anime club. Nuji oke! Hello! Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Oh, God. This is gonna be fun. You don't need to wait up for me if this is gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Now you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. I wonder who the president is. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99.99999% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show up and show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Hey, I read books. If the player character is supposed to be me, well, I read literature. I have like an entire fucking library of books over by my bed. I mean, they're all primarily used as cobweb fuel, but hey, that's not the point. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much about it anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. So she's pretty much attempting me to drag into a satanic cult because she told that the members she would bring someone else in. Great. Don't make promises you can't keep. Double great. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Walk, walk, walk. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Literally, I just said that the agreement pretty much says you're selling your soul to this game. And then they talk about selling their soul. I swear on my life, I did not watch any gameplay of this. I swear on my non-existent Yeezy 300 boosts. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member! I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet. I don't trust you! I don't trust you! You have purple hair and purple eyes. I don't trust you! Stay the hell away from me, or you will get this Yoo-hoo bottle I have right next to me to the forehead, alright? Don't come close to me, you purple-haired thought! Sayori says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought him up? Okay, who is this cotton candy randy-haired person? Why? Well, I assume we're meeting the new characters. Way to kill the atmosphere. Okay, who the fuck are you? Ah, Chad, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Hi. All words escape me in this situation. So pretty much, Windows modem startup theme. Great. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! Ah, shit! What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. My name is... Sorry. Natsuki... Alright, so her name is her name is Natsuki. Nut. The one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns backwards towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. I don't fucking trust her! I don't trust Yuri! I don't trust the girl on the left that I already forgot her fucking name. Middle girl? Maybe on the trust list. Maybe. And that's a hard maybe. So who was that fourth chick? Yuri, who appears completely more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori or Natsuki. Ah, well, it is nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica... Oh, no. Great to see you again, Chad. Monica smiles slightly. I don't trust you, I do not trust you. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me generally feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Chad. We've made a room at you at our table so you can sit down to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I mentioned, it's been a while since there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sorority. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Woo! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. That is actually kind of adorable. Nice. Whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make it. Okay, that's just fucking adorable. God damn it. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs it first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Somehow! Okay. I'm just gonna pause the cute dialogue for a second here. I'm just gonna pause for a second here. I'm noticing something that is very unnerving. If you'll notice how the two girls on the left, like the one on the left and one in the middle, notice how they're facing slightly away from the camera, like their angle is slanted. And then take a look at Monica and she's looking dead at you. Why do I have a feeling that design choice was not unintentional? Fingers looking for the best angle to go. Bro, just take the bottom off, put it on top, and you have a cupcake sandwich. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she's made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Yeah, probably in every single anime ever! Made them for you or anything. Am I technically to Sayori said? Well, maybe! Baka! God damn it. Not for you or anything, you know, you dump it. Great! Natsuki is into Sunday. Gucci. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cup tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Like an entire tea set, my guy? Excuse me, why? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. Who even are the teachers anyways? Who are they? After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I've never really been one for tea. I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. Never been one for tea. I prefer hot chocolate. I'm glad... Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Because I heard good things about this game and I decided to check it out. You want the straight answer? That's the straight answer. Please stop staring at me. You're making me uncomfortable. I was afraid of this question. Something told me I should tell Monica that I was practically dragged by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could have probably been a board member for literally any of the major clubs. I mean, you were athletic, pretty, and whatever. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Oh, God. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. I mean, that's pretty noble. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. Well, I mean, there was some clubs in my school that pretty much fizzled out. I mean, that Lego Robotics club that I'm still salty got fizzled out because more people didn't join. Ah! You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. Festival? I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. again would like to point out design teacher. Teach. Jesus Christ. Detail. Girl 1, 2, 3 facing slightly left. Girl 4, Monica, facing dead straight. Why? Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still really don't know if I can get up with their level of enthusiasm. Blah, blah, blah. So, Chad, what kinds of things do you like to read? I like to read sports and Playboy. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly for myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's set smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Agree. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems reserved and timid the moment since I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of her books, not people. You know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Again, I still don't trust you. Isn't it amazing how a writer could so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Future me, please save that in this image somewhere as foreshadowing. Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror. Never mind! Save this one instead! I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri's mind will be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Why is that? Well, His eyes start over to me for a second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Mark that down, ladies and gentlemen. Natsuki, cute, Yuri, horror. Fuck gives you that idea. You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting, and it looked like you were working on a poem called Not Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Yuri sits behind her. Natsuki puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any writing experience too? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay! I have an idea, everyone. What? Nat and Yuri. Natsuki and Yuri looks quizzically. Let's all go home and write a poem. That rhymed. Next time when we meet, we'll all share them with one another. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Chad? Yeah, totally. Let's go with that. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind this entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry I might have convinced you to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, sorry, I thought, you all, I'm defenseless. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend time with these women. Right. Okay. I've decided then. I'll join the literature club! Congratulations, you've sold your soul for a fucking cupcake. Great. Yay! Wraps her arms around me. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the fucking literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me. What's more? Chad, I look forward to see how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica without my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Chad, since we're already here, you want to walk home together? That's right, so Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because you always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Manika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to go closer to jump. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Yeah, totally. And I guess that starts with writing a poem. Okay! Slob on my knob, like corn on the cob, pass me some syrup, fuck me in the car. Easy. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like, something good might happen with whoever likes your poem. Wait a minute, why? If I assume these represent the club members, why the fuck is Monica not there? Alright. Alright. Obligatory Celeste reference. Pain. Why the fuck did she jump up and not Yuri? I expect Yuri to jump up in that, not bright-eyed. Dream. Anime, no. Adventure. Kitty. Raindrops. Tenacious. Explode. Lucky. Misfortune. Again, why the fuck is she the one jumping up and down? I'd expect Yuri to. Vertigo. Doki Doki. No, that's too fucking open. Heartbeat. Yeah, let's go with that. Boop. Hope. Termination. Peace. Sensation. Massacre. Time. Cine. Breathe. Suicide. Friends. Alright. Hi again. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club after about 2 seconds of just... Alright, here's how you write poetry, alright? Done! I was last to come in, so everyone else is hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming. Making your dive headfirst into literature when your hands are not accustomed to it. My hands are not accustomed. My fucking hands hurt after that. Goddamn. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like you did Stars any slack. Sarah told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't even know if you just plan to come in here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the cloak. Okay, Monica coming out headstrong. Okay. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated Natsuki plops back in her seat. Don't worry, guys. Chad always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps him with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Siri, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire. Oh, great. She almost lit her house on fire. That's great. Is that so? Jesus Christ. I have a feeling I'm going to have a fun time with this game. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I thought I might be a little jealous. How come you and Chad can become good friends too? Sayori! As usual, Suri seems oblivious to the weird station she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like it's a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me. Guess it's up to me now! Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Oh, here. You reach into her bag, pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that you thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you want. This is... How is this girl accidentally being cute? She even picked out a book. Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. What's the book? Are we seriously not going to talk about the book? Whatever. Anyways, now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already busy reading a book. I can't help but notice her tense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk about Yuri a bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading on capsule of her book. Looks like the same book she lent me. One that seems to be on the first few pages. Shit. I think she knows me. She's gonna glance in her eyes at me for a second. This is why you... Fuck's sake. Chad, you're hopeless! That only makes her face hide deeper in her book. Sorry. I'm just spacing out. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't notice that. Just rewrite a bit. That's the book you gave me, right? Chad, you're already drawn to one of the girls! Why? I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason! Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Yeah, let's just go with that! I see. Chad, stop being thirsty for the purple-haired thought! There's something very obviously here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyways? Well... Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Marco. Why does that name sound familiar? Hold on. Portrait of Markov. Well, I'm on Wikipedia and I'm seeing a bunch of things called Markov chains. So that's interesting. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Oh boy! Speaking of eyes, Blackout Club comes July 30th, and I'm gonna be playing that all day. Alright, I just want to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. As soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets tangled by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. While her life is in danger, she desperately needs to choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationship and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You really made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy this kind of story, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot the Yuri's into these things. Shit. She's so shy and reckless on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective when horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, are you? Yeah, you kind of are! Again, I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things in books, like books and writing, fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Welcome to the club! I am so sorry for making that joke. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Yeah. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started on reading it, right? You don't have to! What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I click or retrieve the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slipped to the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. It's reading coming to someone else. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. He soon understands what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Chad, I know I named you Chad, but stop being thirsty for the purple-haired dot! I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... God damn... Ah! Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri, and then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her copy and wants to lean in a little bit. Our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right arm to hold my book open. I guess that kind of makes it difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. Like that! Ah, that's better. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it slips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled closer together. It's actually kind of distracting. As if I could feel her face. You ready? Eh? Turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got distracted for a second. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do since you're being so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading! Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own violation. We continue the first chapter in science. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the paper, letting it float her over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Think so? I see you looking at me! How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all the things that she says and does, like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's like I can see into your head or anything, but they kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. You're been silent for a moment. But Chad, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Ugh, it's so embarrassing if you think... Chad, you're not being a smooth criminal! Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. I'm sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious. I guess I more meant it like that's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone! I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yeah, let's just go with that. Spared from finishing your thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yeah, totally. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Would you prefer I only read with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be fun to read with you after I pick it up a bit, you know? Good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright, I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back in my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yes, I did, and I filled it with Celeste references that only those who watch the videos would get. Boom. My relaxation ends! I can't believe I agreed to do something so fucking embarrassing. I really couldn't find much inspiration since I've never really done this before, so it's kind of shite. Well, now that everyone's ready to start with, why don't you find someone to share with? Can't wait! Sarah and Monica enthusively pull out their poems. Sarah's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I did the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Decisions. I think I'm gonna show it to Natsuki first. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poem yesterday. It was probably only fair if I showed her first. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. The fuck does that mean? Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad, it just didn't invoke any emotion. Okay, so you're being a little bit of a cunt, aren't you? Do you want to get smacked? Do you want to throw down? I'll pass. Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Actually, you cunt. What is this goddamn... What is this music? Why do I hear a recorder in the background? Gee God. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am! Why are you so convinced I didn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of people to make it? Yes, exactly! I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, but it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what I mean. That's what it means to be a pro. Also, noticing those fangs, I don't trust that. Don't bite my neck or you're gonna get pile-driven into one of these desks. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Chad! Don't say that! You might get the FBI on your ass! Alright, now I think I should show it to good old Manica. Hey! Here's my shit! Enjoy. Having a good time so far. Yeah, let's go with that. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things you can do better, I'm always listening. Always listening, you say? Don't be afraid to bring things up. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. What are you freaking great? I'll be much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyways, want to share your poem with me? Here, take it. You ever play a game called Celeste? Pretty Gucci. Here, take it. Don't worry, Chad. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? Isn't that the rare barrier we'll all get learned to pass soon? Yeah, that's true. I'm not coming to him. Great job. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair! Well, I guess it worked anyways. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that full of imagery and symbolism. Alright, I'll check Yuri out next. Unlike Sayuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. I'll keep that in mind. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meanings out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel or letting them particularly analyze all the nuisances. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yeah, about that! Anyways, you want me to map him? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the reaction, sharp protrudes, noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. No, I wasn't home. My parents had it for a clue. No, I can't see why. I reeled blind like a film loud in the sun, but it's too late. My retina is already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaning. This whole hole wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever. Until I learned to choices to really know that wasn't looking at. I was looking at him. On the other side was looking in. Oh, that's not pervy at all! So, what do you think? Very freeform, if that's what you call it, I think. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can really be powerful. Almost inspiration. Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about wait a minute! Okay. After I get to this conversation, I want to check something out. Maybe after everyone is best friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and then tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this: if you keep your pen in the same puddle for too long, you'll get. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Jesus Christ! You'd think English wasn't my first language. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. I want to check something. What does this history button do? Alright, so which is her poem? I do not believe I have access to the poems. Shite. Well, I'll see if I can do some more research on that when I'm doing editing. If I'm editing and I somehow come across something, I'll probably let it know now. Alright, let's go to Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, then ends up covering her whole face. Funnily enough, the poem that I was making Celeste references about is liked by the person with purple hair. Ain't that a funny fucking coinkydink? He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. What? Yes, you're right. What am I getting so nervous about? Take some breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? I write video titles and school assignments. That's about it. Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? That's a huge compliment over me. Like my first time. Well, I know that. I just meant, yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through all that myself, trying to learn to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. It's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely done, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you valuable feedback. That's going to be a bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Which is so kind of funny after all. Is this supposed to be a literature club? Question mark? I don't read script very well. Vendors of my hair illuminate and they ever glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to avoid the set of 9 in the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue green hue of the future. Boom. There's such terrible handwriting. Terrible handwriting! I don't know. Well, I just don't read script very often. Me too! I actually think your handwriting's pretty nice. That's nice. Also, I like the poem. Short was really descriptive. What's too short? I usually write longer poems. I don't know. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild, something easy to digest, suppose. Like rice, or bread, or milk after a long day of work. Are you into ghosts? Funny ghost I mentioned with the purple-haired chick that liked my Celeste work. Actually, a story isn't about ghosts. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only did glance over it, but remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. Case for it. Symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in their last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so if anything, I could probably learn a thing from yours. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Chad. Me too. Jesus, I'm gonna go get myself a drink. Give me a minute. 9 fucking pages worth of save slots. Who the hell would use this many save slots? I'm just gonna save it just in case. I'll be right back. I need something to drink. Alright, got myself some snacks, and we're good. Who should I show my poem to next? Sayori. This is a good poem. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course, it's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Give me a minute, got it. Alright, we're good. Hey, I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it too seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Kind of reminds me how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. Ignore me, I'm just eating some fucking cantaloupe. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Chad. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. trying new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. No, it might just means to her at all. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you had lots of fun. That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Your sunshine. The way you glow through your blinds in my morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kiss my forehead, help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play it? Are you trusting me to wish away a raining day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Does it slow the game down? Just a little bit. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. What do you mean? I still tried my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Exquisite. Sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. I just get breakfast. I got all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Oh my god, Monica's the best. Yeah! But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever! Well, I guess I look forward to it. My throat. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. I was a little more stressful than I expected. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, even if they're just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes light on Yuri and Atsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watched each of their expressions change. Atsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, no, nothing. Atsuki dismissively returns to the poem with the desk in one hand. I guess you could say that's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Dang, but it didn't really come out nice at all. I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who had, oh my Christ. Which people did, by the way. I really liked it. And Chad did too. So based on suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Chad liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Why did the fucking music stop? Why did the music stop? Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Okay, thank God. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Chad appreciates my advice more than he appreciates you. And now I have girls fighting over me. God fucking damn it. Han, how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of your... Oh, Jesus Christ. Y'all are going for... No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly... Jesus Christ, you two, stop going for the jugular! Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the only one whose boobs magically started growing. Jesus Jesus Christ! Going through the throat! My God, Natsuki, what the fuck? Going straight, that's that. I need a sip of gamer juice. Oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck, Natsuki? What's wrong with you? I thought we were all supposed to be allies! Natsuki, that's a little overkill! This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys! Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if I know. Aw, shit! Here comes the decision. Chad, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Chad. Wait, there's no reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning that the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Chad? Well, You know what, Natsuki? I really don't mean to be rude about this, but I'm gonna have to side for Yuri for this one. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait! That's not an excuse for you to be such a jerk. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's so secret that I was impressed. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Natsuki, you took it way too far, alright? You went straight for the jugular! She was just slapping you on the wrist. You pulled out a knife and just straight up slashed her throat open. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have even happened! Kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm gonna do that. That's fair from having to look at all your faces right... Jesus Christ! What the hell? Now she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Jesus. She really didn't need to do that. I look across to him. Has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at the desk, I gingerly approach her. Everything alright? I'm embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No! How can anyone not get frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Alright, thanks, Dad. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. The one thing about Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Sorry, my mind blanked out for about 5 seconds. Well, never mind. I'm gonna go make some tea. Oh, good idea. Make it enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing your poems? It was fun. Well, it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Chad, how about you? I'd say the same. Anything to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you've learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I did learn more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. And look, that means I can do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Chad! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It's really been a while since I already spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it. Sayori, about what happened earlier. I mean, between Yuri and Natsuki, that kind of thing happen often? No. That's just the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No! I just wanted your opinion. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, Chad, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the type of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay! Yeah, let's do this.